capitalist crisis is pushing workers everywhere to rise up, from mass movements in Peru, France, Sri Lanka, Britain, and even here in the United States. It is now more than ever that Marxist ideas are needed, and revolutionary organizing is on the rise. The thirst for these revolutionary ideas can be shown by the success of our Marxist School series in Bellingham, Phoenix, Atlanta, New York City, and Minneapolis. It was there in Minneapolis that Turning Point USA sent an undercover agent to infiltrate the Marxist School. And I'm not really sure how you infiltrate a public event that anybody could have gotten into, but that's the way that they presented it. The undercover reporter collected secret footage of various sessions and discussions over the weekend, which mostly consisted of comrades calmly and articulately explaining our revolutionary ideas. In the interest of valuing comrades' time, we won't show you their whole video, but we did edit together the best parts in a manner suitable for the content.
They got their doctrines of demons, they got their singing, bizarre songs, they even raise money.
For these people, which are classical Marxists, they see capitalism as the greatest evil that could ever exist. They're naive. They want to take innovation, which of course, as we've seen historically, communism and socialist countries, they haven't been known for innovation. How does the planned economy function? Because, I think it's a pretty basic understanding of how an economy functions in capitalism. You want to produce a product, so you go somewhere and have that raw material turned into your product for less than what you want to sell the product for. That way you can receive a profit.
Got it. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this clip. They did it wrong. All the other commies, the Cubans, they did it wrong. Oh, Stalin, the Stalinists, they did it wrong. Oh, no, everyone else did it wrong, but we're gonna get it right. Talk about being so arrogant and stupid. To take a look at history and not understand that you're not gonna learn from it, but make the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. So Kalen took their group photo undercover. They have no idea that he's exposing them, but this is what this guy does.
Now, of course, we've taken a lot of creative liberties with that video, but that's because Drew and Kalen really didn't have anything new or interesting to say about our ideas. This really was the best thing that the Billionaire-Funded show could come up with. But all jokes aside, it's not their stupidity that makes them dangerous. It would be one thing if it was just the idiotic babbling of two right-wing blockheads, but it's not just that, and shows like these are not harmless. The billionaires that fund these types of shows are all too happy to support what platforms like TPUSA exist for, to spew reaction and to spread hate. In fact, lacking anything intelligent to say about our ideas, the conversation between the host and the undercover agent quickly devolved into repulsive vitriol. There was a whole section of the video devoted to insulting comrades' appearance and identity.
Here's a video of this disgusting trans person, this trans commie.
Of course, this caliber of behavior is not really surprising coming from someone like Drew, who's really proud of the fact that he testified at Kyle Rittenhouse's trial in favor of the right-wing vigilante who shot and killed 2 people at a Black Lives Matter protest in 2020. And we could safely ignore these people if it wasn't for the fact that billionaires pump millions and millions and millions of dollars into these sources of reaction. Comrades won't have to look far to see how much money is publicly put into these types of shows. It makes it all the more surprising that they were shocked to find out that we raised $79,000 at the Minneapolis Marxist School.
Okay, yeah. I'm being told that they raised around $79,000 throughout the entire weekend.
Not only did they raise $79,000 in less than an hour, but they give monthly. They give monthly so that they can have full-time revolutionaries.
It's unthinkable for these people that we could have that kind of political commitment, and that all of our activities are funded by the contributions and sacrifices from our members and sympathizers. They're shocked to find out that we don't have a $50 million budget like TPUSA does. That's because these fanboys of capitalism only have a budget thanks to a handful of reactionary billionaires who spend tens of millions of dollars to provide them a platform. The capitalists understand that the battle for ideas is an important part of the class struggle, and they're willing to literally invest their wealth to fund the fanatical trolls and aid the spread of reactionary ideas. We don't have the backing of billionaires. We don't have the TPUSA budget of $50 million, but what we do have is the revolutionary ideas of Marxism. We have an international made up of thousands of serious workers and youth committed to the overthrow of capitalism. And despite the efforts of TPUSA and their wealthy donors, it is a fact that Marxism is on the rise in the United States and is only growing more popular day by day. No amount of right-wing propaganda can change the basic fact that capitalism has entered a historic impasse. This system has long outlasted its usefulness to humanity, and millions of youth and workers are recognizing that basic fact today. What is needed is to organize those millions into a serious revolutionary force that can transform society. For that, we need your help. All of our activity is funded exclusively by the dues, donations, and contributions by members and sympathizers who are confident that the international Marxist tendency has a historic role to play in the present era. Our financial independence guarantees our political independence. We are beholden to no one but our own comrades and the revolutionary ideas of Marxism. If you share the goal of living to see the end of capitalism and helping humanity take the next step forward, we appeal to you to support our work. Your contribution will help us counter the influence of the far right and bring Marxist ideas into the urgent struggles of the working class. Now is the time to join the fight for socialism in our lifetime.